Okay, I normally can't stay long because every time I open up something within me, I attract certain things. So this is going to be briefly, but barely. But hopefully you can understand. If not, good luck trying to understand the God frequency. So, as in first and foremost, Grand Rising, by the way. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm almost there. I've been time jumping like crazy, like in one setting when I shouldn't, because I don't know if that's a good thing to be doing. But sometimes you have to go through the bad in order to get to the good, and vice versa. Go to the good to get to the bad. And this is what I'm trying to explain today, if I can. I don't know how I'm going to explain this or who this message is for, but I've been telling it like crazy, and it's not making me sleep. It's making me stay wide awake in my mind. So whoever's been having a conversation in the back of my mind, like telepathically, this is for you. Grand Rising, how are you? So yeah, this is entertainment purposes only. Viewer guys. Not everybody gets this information, and not everybody is down with this information. Totally get it. It's fucking weird. It's weird to me, and you're probably wondering, how do I know so much? Just by observing and being in it. And actually going forward. Like, since we jumped timeline, or I did, I don't know about y'all. If y'all ever went forward into your direction where you're supposed to be in your destiny, you're going to see a lot of different shifts, a lot of different things happening within you and outside of you. What is reflecting their frequency. Thank you, sir. Thank you for that entertainment. But sometimes you have to embrace that God frequency, even if you're scared of yourself, or you don't know where you're going to be at when you shift. Meaning you shift a whole goddamn timeline, a whole lifeline that you once lived before. Now it's the ultimate version of the right reality that you're supposed to be in. The one that you was born in. It's different levels to it, and it's different things to it. I call it the nightmare. This is where we have to enter the back way of the matrix, is through a woman's womb. But the thing is, our family, let me tell you something, they're not real. They are not fucking real. Maybe they're real in their 2-dimensional or 3-dimensional world, but they're not real in our 3-dimensional or 4-dimensional or 5-dimensional world. Some of us are beyond these dimensions, and it's weird how we can get trapped and lost at the same time by our old matrix. The reason why we do that, it's kind of like the story of Jacob again, getting swallowed up by the well and getting spit back out. That's us doing that to ourselves. It's because we're trying to understand how it is we have the ability to have the God frequency. Well, the reason why we have it is because we believe more what's in our imagination versus what's in our reality. Reality is just a holographic version of our manifestation, but it's not where we're supposed to be. Some of us, not all, some, good luck to you. You're gonna have to do a lot of shit in order for you to like break apart the old world that you used to know. But if you want to stay in it, because at the end of the day, you're getting something out of it, whether you realize it or not, when you're in certain situations, when you're in certain positions of your life, period. Because for you to walk through that door is, it's balls deep, it's brave enough that most people can't even do. They can't even step outside of an old program that was placed upon them when they were first born. When do we realize when we are woken is when we can truly walk in spirit. Spirit walks before the body. Spirit moves before the body to even catch up to spirit. And this is some of y'all might have a hard time trying to catch up with your consciousness that's already in the timeline that you're supposed to be in. The best way to do that is just to contact a version of you that's already in that timeline to help you bring forward anything you manifest, anything you desire, anything that's in your will, not outside of your will. And if you have people hijacking your timeline, which is possible, they do that. They hijack your frequencies so that they can go into their timeline, but it's not bad, it's not good, it's not black and white. That part, it's not even in color. It's just a stagnant of a part of your energy that you need to order to manifest something bigger than the picture you are seeing, bigger than anything. Because when you start to have the vision, that's when you truly are seeing the God. That's when you're truly seeing source. That's when you're truly seeing yourself. Like you already been through that timeline, lived it like you already lived it, you know. And then once you are there and you step into the portal, here's how I create portals. Everybody's different. I do the most slickest shit for people to enter the portal, and I have to talk to them in conversation in order for this shit to happen, but they're so afraid. I need people who can actually, alright, when I give you the green light, if you visualize the green light and you hear what I am actually giving you the direction to of entering the portal, please walk through it. Because there's only a once in a life chance when I do open up the line gates for people to portal or enter my timeline. It's not, everybody is not going to meet me. Everybody's not going to meet me in the center. And I'm trying to get a bunch of us spiritual people, a bunch of us who are awakened into the matrix to meet in the center. And I'm trying my best to give y'all a location, but I'm doing it in a way if I was like your spirit guide or someone next to you that you cannot see, but you can feel that my presence is there. So when you're in the dream or in the reality of the dream, you have to be present moment. You have to be in the present moment in order to activate the gift from you, the gift from source, by activating it within the other people, within the other spirits around you that you have felt and seen and heard in your dreams or in your vision. They are also a part of your portal for you to enter a certain timeline and frequency. It's okay if you break off contracts or like kind of fucked up their reality because they fucked up with you in a way, like they mistreated you or like misled you or wronged you or whatever the case may be. That is okay because God is giving you or source or your ancestors or the universe is giving you the key to protect yourself. When, you know, karma is a bitch, you are that karma, that walking vessel for them to walk through if they do mess with you. And it's okay. You're not going to get anything bad in return. You might get like a little glitch in the matrix, but that's because they tried you. They tried to fuck with you. and you kind of like warn them like a bunch of times. And like, okay, I'm somebody you don't want to mess with. I'm somebody you don't want to like fuck around and find out. But then if you want to try me, go ahead. Sometimes you need to like test your ability, test the frequency of God, test the mentality of like being a mystic or like being a maverick or being something that you consider your hierarchy or whatever the case may be. And if people want to dim you down, you brighten back up. That is the only way to get out and survive this game of life, the tree of life. is by being brighter than what you were before, or being brighter than what you used to think, or what others think. And the key is not to care what other people think about you or feel about you, because you're on a mission. You're trying to get somewhere and to be somewhere for that present moment to happen. Who cares who's in their feelings about it, because it doesn't have to deal with them. Nothing ever deals with them. It just has to deal with you. You being in your present moment. You being gifted for the present. And then if people don't like your present, then there's something wrong with them. Not you. It's very something wrong with them, because one, it takes two to manifest. It takes two to tango. It takes two to create something, right? When you walk past that person and you get a spark like you knew them before, and then you planted a seed in their mind to tell you, hey, wake up. Sorry, I just did that out loud, like, to somebody's ear. Like, I literally just astral projected for like a few seconds, and then I came back. I don't know who I did that to. Hopefully they woke up. Sometimes when you're waking up, your power is your gift, right? You're exploring a lot of you. Sometimes it's uncontrollable, like your body will go, like your spirit will go in and out of itself randomly, especially while you're awake in reality and you're not even asleep. I've been doing that like a lot for the past, I want to say 4 years. But now, since I'm in New York, it's more heavy for me. I keep switching from a bird mind to, okay, all right, I go human again, and then I go back being a god, and I'm like, what? And I'm like, sometimes I'm all three all at once, and then I'm like, and then there's a part of me that sits back and observes all of the other versions of me trying to navigate and figure this shit out, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're weird. We're just fucking weird at this point. So it's like, at this point, just embrace the gift, because there are multiple gifts within the gift. It's more to it than just visualizing. You can do a lot of shit within the vision. Like, you can even control, or not necessarily control, but like, you can predict when things are coming, and it's like, oh, okay. That's when you can control your reaction to certain things. You don't have to react to the matrix. Don't never fucking react to it, because all it is just going to take your energy. But you don't have any energy for the matrix to give. I know some of y'all might have y'all shut off, because mine is kind of like shut off, because I don't want it to keep taking what's good of what I'm producing left. Even though I can reproduce multiple energy, but like a bitch get tired sometimes, having to rise above my old consciousness into a new consciousness and keep switching back and forth, turning on and off. It's like I'm trying to stay in one motion, and which is the God frequency. And then every time I am in the God frequency, a bunch of fucking demons come out, and I'm like, alright, time for me to slay these souls. So I'm like, okay. But sometimes you get tired in the battle. You really do. But that does not mean lay down your weapon. It means to pick it back up and keep fighting, even if you are tired. Keep fighting. That's why you had those dreams of, like, you know, where you get tools. Some of y'all might got a sword. Some of y'all might got a bow and arrow. Some of y'all might got like the little Thor thingy, whatever, hammer thing, shit like that. Or other shit, and like knives and stuff. Use that to your abilities. You can activate that stuff within your dream by allowing it to talk to you. The objects that you have can literally talk to you telepathically, and then it can guide you and help you and protect you if you need it. So yeah, that's one. I don't know. I don't like staying up here long like I used to. It's just, let me enjoy my present moment while I'm here. I don't mind sharing it with y'all, but like, god damn it, I need my own space for a little bit until I'm in my space. I'm almost there. I just have to turn in like 1 or 2 things. I think it's 1 now. which is my birth certificate, and then that's it. Then I got everything I need and want. I mean, like, the devil was really working his hands today, trying to, like, well, yesterday, all week, trying to, like, do shit. And I'm like, no. And it didn't win. It's trying to, and I'm like, I'm just laughing at him. I'm like, are you done yet? You tired? You want to tap out yet? No? Or you still got something else? So do I. You always gotta be one step ahead of your enemy. You're always being watched, no matter what. If you think you're invisible, you're invincible. You're not. So, yeah, they're always constantly watching me. And then, like, I'm so sick of these. They know I'm coming. Half of them I already saw here. And then I spoke with them. I spoke to a Centanic yesterday. I was like, oh shit. He saw me coming too. And I told him, like, I know you, right? I'm like, y'all know I'm coming for that ass. They was like, yeah, we know. I'm like, okay. I'm like, alright. But I was so sweet about it with I was so sweet about it. I was like, okay. I was like, so there's so much shit I can't really say what's going on in the mission, but you just have to be there or be square to see it. And I'm like, man. Only those who are lucky enough to see it in reality, which is pretty cool. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Hey, I don't feel beautiful today, but okay. I feel like shit. Like, I have not been sleeping since I got here. So I have insomnia. I've been had it for a very long time. They won't give me medication for it. But even if they did, it won't do me no justice because it does not make me totally sleep. And I'm like, bruh. One, the girls are fucking loud here. They just talk too fucking much. I love them, yes, but just shut the fuck up sometimes. But they're good people. And then there's always constant fights every day, and I'm like, what the fuck? I just deserve. I don't be in it. I don't even try to be the peacemaker. I just be like, I'm so used to this chaos. I sleep right through it. But then again, I don't really sleep. It's just like my mind is still open when I do close my eyes. And it's like I hear a bunch of conversations like months before, years before coming back. And then I'm like, what is this? I'm like, I don't know. It's weird. I can't wait till I'm in this place. I got like 1 more week left. Hey, this shit. It's a process, but it's an easy process. Like, all you gotta do is just follow their directions. I'm like, oh, do this, do that. Okay, you're giving me the key. Okay, great. And I keep trying to tell them what it is for them in order to get out of this place. They need to visualize themselves in and out, like exactly everything that they want and need. Because I'm realizing like since I've been here before in a mind's eye, I think what it is, they're spirit guides and they're being activated. But we still gotta do the fucking work. And then some of them, they said they feel like they're in a movie. I was like, it does, doesn't it? I'm like, for me, when I first got in, because like I was dressing like the guy off of Lucifer a lot, so it felt like I was on the TV show Lucifer. It literally felt like I was on some type of CIA type shit. And I was like, alright. And then, because like every day somebody would come up to me and then I'll have to investigate the story, investigate the problem, and then I help go solve their problem. And I'm like, what? And then when we're outside, it still feels like a fucking movie, but it's a different type of movie or TV show. And I'm like, it's two different realities within realities all at once. And then I'm like, I kept asking people, like, whose subconscious are we traveling from? And they said mine. And I'm like, how? I thought I got that bitch closed. I thought I was in somebody else's subconscious. But I'm like, no. This is everybody. So many people kept saying. I was like, shit. I was like, I gotta keep myself cool, calm, collected. Because, like, once they see you awakening in a dream, and then they become awake. And then some people are doing half of what they're supposed to. Some people already did their contract and ended and it's done. And then I gotta help guide this one girl, but I have not found her yet. She have not even arrived yet. Hopefully she'll arrive soon. But I've been helping the other younger generation because they think I'm their age, but I'm not. I said I'm 29, and I'm like, okay. And I have to always show my ID. I'm like, I'm in between generations. It's weird. So I have to help guide this one girl or protect her because something I saw in her future. Not good. But it's totally up to her when she comes here to make the right choice. So whenever she's here, I'll be ready. I've been ready in the mind's eye and been protecting her and the current reality that she's in right now. But she's like having a hard time making a decision of coming to the shelter. And I'm like, just come and you're the protected at least. But she's like, she kept telling me she's scared of something or somebody in her reality. I'm like, fuck, I'll go handle it. I'm like, just give me his name, what he looks like. I'll try my best to go handle it while I'm here. And I'm like, okay. So what was she called? I don't know. There's a slight chance she will towards the end of the minute when I'm here. I'm like, now you decided to come? It always happened that way. Where's the last one? Not the first mission I've been on. Might be... I don't know, there's a lot of missions within the missions. I've been on a lot. And I might talk about that, like, when I get inside my place or something, about these missions. Like, yeah. Anyway. Keep up the God frequency. They're afraid of it. Your God frequency is your power. Sometimes you have to be truly in darkness and chaos of you. That's where source is at. In darkness. Then source eventually become light through you. And then, yeah, use it to your advantage once you know the God code, once you know the frequency. I can't tell you what the God code looks like. You have to decide what it looks like for you when you believe and when you see it. Totally up to you. All I can say. I can just drop the seed, but I can't imagine. Well, I can, but you can control how. Shit. How can I put this? It's both. It's all of the above. Controlled and not controlled, and controlled. Then you can imagine what your flower looks like when it grows, or if it's a tree, some type of plant, anything. But I can't like give you or tell you what it's gonna look like. I really can't. Just like with me, I can't always know my own outcome. I have to just wing it, say fuck it, go through the pit. Most definitely. Just say fuck it. Back in the pit we go. That's where you can create by going in it. And you can create multiple reality within it. So don't get stuck. You're never always stuck. It's just like for this time being where you are at in your current reality, you have to push forward of getting your ass out of it. Do what's best for you, even if it scares you in the moment, or even if other people judge you for how you want to live your life, or you want to see yourself from 10 to 20, 50 years from now. It's not about them. Fuck them. They don't have nothing to do with your creation. They can't have the credit for your creation, but they can have the credit for all the bullshit and trauma that they put you through. But then again, they don't have the right for you to say, oh, the reason why you got this gift, this power, oh, is because of me. No, nigga, you're just a fucking narcissist. And don't do that shit around me. Like, don't allow people to tell you that, like, they have some type of credibility to your creation when it's you versus you this whole entire time. It's always been you versus you. Whether you didn't see a reflection in yourself in other people, or you just realizing there's people who are like-minded, just like you, on the same page, trying to get to where they want to be in life. Use the fucking God frequency. It is not that hard for you. You have more ability to believe in yourself than they do. That's why they're mad at you. Let them be mad. Say, I do not care that you have a problem with me. Like, you better say, either take that up to my ancestors, take that up to source, take that up to God, take that up to the Most High, or you, the Most High, and say, I do not care what you think. I will walk through it like perfectly. I might mess up, but then those mess ups are my gems. They're my blueprint. Of course I'm gonna mess up. I'm letting the universe know that, oh, I'm willing to learn again, so I can keep having multiple timelines within timelines, so I can keep either going back to something or going forward. But most of the time now, since I'm in the future, I go forward. I can't never go back to the same mistake. Once I learn a mistake in the future, then, alright, it's just gonna be like my fucking past, or like my past present. And then I'm like, no, nigga, go forward. And I like keep trying to tell myself that shit. And it's okay, you're not always perfect. God is not always perfect. Sky Daddy is not always perfect himself. He's still learning himself. Trust me, he is. And I'm like, I see it. But he's like, whether you believe in there's somebody or yourself up above, they still have not really truly mastered all of their abilities. They want to do that through us so that they can figure out how to master their fucking abilities. But I'm like, I keep talking to God like, you're God. How can you not learn how to do certain things when you know how to do certain things? I think what it is, he's just like testing me, my higher self, or like God, whatever the fuck. He's just testing me to see if I am listening and paying attention. I'm like, yeah, the fuck I am. I'm like, I'm more awake than you are awake. At least I'm here on Earth, and I can actually, never mind, let me stop. I'm arguing with him in my head. I'm like, just, he gets on my nerves sometimes. I'm just gonna be honest, he gets on my nerves with these little logic and reasons. I'm like, okay, I get it. But sometimes you just have to like battle out yourself sometimes in order to understand yourself. But yeah. Thank you, Skydaddy. I had to say it. My mind wanted to say it. I was like, okay, just say it. But yeah. Anyway, y'all have a beautiful day. Bye.